From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, the legislature is looking at more ways to fill the state's teacher shortage. Right now, Nebraska needs nearly 700 teachers.
Plus, Northwest Lincoln has a new project coming to the area. We're going to tell you all about it. But first tonight,
restoring and putting grassland habitat out on the landscape is crucial.
How farmers in Nebraska can both help the environment and make money. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
The United States Department of Agriculture is working to get farmers and other producers across the country to use some of their land for conservation. Channel 8's Matthew Midlighter joins us here in the studio with our top story tonight. Matthew.
The Conservation Reserve Program is a voluntary program that farmers, ranchers, and landowners in Nebraska can take part in to utilize some of their land for growing environmentally friendly, resource-conserving species.
The USDA's Farm Service Agency says anyone participating can plant certain species of grasses, trees, and flowers on their land, which will help control soil erosion, improve water quality, and develop wildlife. In return, the agency provides them with annual rental payments and crop share assistance to help pay for the seeds that will be planted in the area. So far, Nebraska has around 1.5 million acres enrolled in the program, and there's about 23 million acres enrolled nationwide.
The contracts for Conservation Reserve Program run anywhere from 10 to 15 years. So it's a long-term commitment of those acres, moving them from crop production into these, long-term resource conserving practices on these acres.
The Farm Service Agency says this can be a way for farmers to take marginal or less productive cropland and instead use it for conservation. I spoke with biologist Jenny Prenisil from Pheasants Forever, who are working with farmers and producers in the state to help them take advantage of these types of programs for both the financial and environmental benefits.
It puts just big chunks of habitat on the ground for pheasants, quail, and other wildlife. And there's also a bunch of other secondary benefits such as water quality, groundwater, we're working with wetlands situations, carbon sequestration.
She says grassland birds have been declining over the past several decades, and having more grasslands in Nebraska would help with nesting and raising their young.
They're one of the greatest groups of wildlife species, kind of in peril at this point in time, and so restoring and putting grassland habitat out on the landscape is crucial. Something like a covey of quail only need about 5 acres, which really isn't that much. And when it comes to insects, they don't even need as much of that either, so every little bit helps.
Pollinators such as bees and butterflies also rely on the grasslands and flowers put into these conservation areas. Prenisil said croplands that are nearby conservation areas will also benefit because of the natural insect and bird populations helping to take care of pests. She said it will not only benefit the farmers financially, but it will help keep farms going through to the next generation. The agency says about 5 million acres were enrolled last year, and they're hoping to add enough this year to reach their goal of 27 million acres total.
The agency will be holding information sessions across the state over the next several weeks for anyone looking to learn more about the program. The general sign-up has already started and will last until April 7th. For that list of sessions, you can click on this story at our website on klkntv.com.
All right, Matthew, thank you for the story. The Lincoln City Council is unveiling a new development for Northwest Lincoln today. The project includes an affordable housing development.
Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us live from the City Council meeting with more on this story tonight. Veronica?
That's right, Megan and Rod. The development plan includes the construction of a multi-family apartment complex at the corner of Northwest 48th and Holdridge Street. Located near the new Lincoln Northwest High School, the new housing proposal will have 289 apartments, 20% of those to be affordable. The development includes the construction of a commercial pad. The hope is that if there are more people living in the area, it would allow more businesses to grow.
That whole area of Lincoln, has been in need of development. It's wanted development. I think the residents up there would like additional residents so that more businesses could locate. And this particular project will not just be apartments only, but 20% of those apartments will be affordable.
Also considers public improvements such as replacing aging public utilities, paving sidewalks, as well as increasing the safety and security of the area through the removal of blighted and substandard conditions. And the total cost for this proposed apartment complex is estimated at $46 million, of which around $9.6 million are coming from public financing. Reporting live from the County City building, this is Veronica Barreto, Channel 8 News.
Veronica, thank you very much for that live report tonight. Now we're going to head to the Nebraska legislature. A new bill could do away with existing requirements for Nebraska teachers.
It's a way to help the statewide shortage schools are currently facing. Channel 8's Jatine Tinsley joins us now here in the studio with more. Jatine.
And that's right, Rod. Public schools in Nebraska currently face a statewide shortage of nearly 700 teachers. Without enough teachers in classrooms, schools are looking for ways to continue educating students without impacting the quality of their education, but it's not an easy fix. As a way to aid the teacher shortage crisis, Senator Tony Vargas introduced Legislative Bill 724. It will remove basic skills tests for writing, reading, and math in favor of relying on more comprehensive ways to verify teacher competency. Those ways include putting more weight on college degree requirements and the student admissions exams. Vargas says teachers undergo enough training without needing expensive proficiency tests.
Teachers go through a lengthy process of coursework, specialized certifications, student teaching, and preparation before entering their own classroom. A standardized test does not and should not determine what type of teacher they will be for our students.
Basic skills tests for teachers can run upwards of $150, with some taking the exam more than once just to pass. Not everyone is in support of the bill, and you can join us back here at 6 to hear why some think the passing of this bill could be a temporary solution to a problem that doesn't address the real reason people don't want to be teachers and why existing educators are leaving the workforce.
All right, look forward to it at 6 o'clock. Thank you, Jatine. Another bill talked about today would impact Nebraska firefighters. Bill 459 would provide enhanced cancer benefits to both paid and volunteer firefighters.
The annual cost of premiums would be covered by the state's general funds. This bill would apply to firefighters who were exposed to carcinogens during the course of their service. Current firefighters spoke in support of the bill today.
Our profession has changed rapidly over the last few years. The life expectancy of a firefighter is 10 years less than that of the average person.
Encourage the entities that benefit from volunteer fire and EMS to support those same people, like me, that get cancers.
Senators are also looking at Bill 501. It would make sure compensation is provided if a firefighter develops cancer that results in either a disability, or death.
All right, let's talk about your weather now. We moved the clocks ahead 1 hour this weekend, and you know, it's always kind of weird to see the sun still up around 6:30, Rusty.
You mean it's not 4 p.m.?
Yeah. Uh-oh, did you forget?
Did we start a new show at 4 p.m.? Yeah, the sun is out, though. I mean, at least that happened. The first half of the day, we had plenty of cloud cover, and now it's mostly sunny just about everywhere you look. In fact, here's what it looks like in Beatrice right now. We've got plenty of sunshine, and Sean's Roofing showing us that there is a lot of blue sky out there, and it took a while. It eventually got out there, but boy, that cloud cover stuck around for a good portion of the day. 34 chilly degrees in Beatrice and Wymore, 35 in Hebron. Sutton, you're at 33 degrees, 32 in Nebraska City. At the airport, 36 degrees, one of the warmer spots on the map, actually, along with Kearney. 35 in Grand Island, 34 in Hastings. Still some 20s to the north and northeast. O'Neill checking in at 26 degrees. There's a mixture of clouds and sun. Most of the state seeing plenty of sunshine, but a few clouds out there on the satellite and radars. We head through tonight, those temperatures will slowly but surely drop to around 20 degrees for southeast Nebraska, and then high temperatures tomorrow. Not bad. We'll see the lower and middle 50s for much of the state, maybe even some 60s
in the western portion of the state. So a warm-up starts tomorrow, but please do not get used to it. It is going to get cold again as we head towards the end of the week, but a couple of days, temperatures at or above average. So we'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Rusty. Some crime news now. A woman is facing several charges for making false claims that someone was threatening to kill her. Her actions forced a Walgreens in Grand Island to evacuate over the weekend.
Police say Samantha Schultz ran into the store and said a man was inside with a gun threatening to kill her. She was then taken to an employee break room while the other people in the store evacuated. Police say Schultz then locked the door and destroyed property inside the room. When they arrived, they said there was no threat and Schultz was under the influence of meth and fentanyl. She was taken into custody and booked for 4 counts of terroristic threats and several other charges.
A vape shop here in Lincoln has now been broken into for the 3rd time in a month. The latest one happening around 4 a.m. Saturday at the Highest Cloud on North 48th Street. 3 people were seen on surveillance video coming into the shop and taking various vape products. You are urged to call police if you have any information on any of the 3 break-ins.
Nebraska State Patrol troopers arrested a man accused of pointing a laser at a patrol helicopter last Friday night. They say 42-year-old Lee Simfel was doing it from a walking path in West Lincoln. The patrol was helping Lincoln police on a chase when they say it happened. Pointing a laser at an aircraft is a federal offense. The Realtors Association of Lincoln is coordinating a sock drive to benefit the People's City Mission.
Last year, they collected more than 24,000 pairs, and they're hoping the numbers are high again for this year. They collected socks, the collected socks, I should say, will be given away on March 13th to all shelter guests and community members in need. For more information on this and how to donate, you can visit the website. It's called only251.org. And coming up, the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history.
We'll tell you what the president said about it today and who is footing the bill. We'll be right back.
Those who fought bravely and were willing to
NASDAQ reports nearly 47% of Gen Zers haven't started saving for retirement, leaving limited savings to fall back on. Experts say there are dozens of money management apps to do the work for you.
Various factors contribute to why those trying to save face challenges, but sacrifices now can assist retirement plans later. Tim Kolinek says he has as a financial advisor here in Lincoln, his biggest concern is those who don't seek advice and stunt their financial growth.
Live like no one else, so later on you can live like no one else. And so sometimes you have to kind of be different from the crowd and be willing to forgo doing some things today if you want to be able to enjoy things more later on.
Tim also emphasized tips like attending finance classes and books by finance expert Dave Ramsey that contribute to your goals down the line. Well, taxpayers across the country will not be footing the bill for the most recent bank failure. The president said so as much this morning.
He spoke on the collapse of Silicon Valley and Signature Banks, the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. Instead, the money is coming from a fund U.S. banks pay into for this situation. The Federal Reserve, the U.S. Treasury, and the FDIC acting overnight to guarantee all deposits, even those above $250,000, are guaranteed. Many people are hoping to get their money out as soon as possible.
You can't be the only one who wants to get their cash out of here.
We want to make sure that there's not a ripple effect, because if people getting anxious start withdrawing, then that creates instability.
Problems for SVB started when interest rates rose to curb inflation and the bank's core investments tanked.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Kind of a sight for sore eyes. It's been a while since we've seen bright blue sky, and there it is, 84th and O Street, Southeast Community College, looking towards the south, and a mix of clouds and sun. And the further west you go, the more sun you get. The further east you go, the more clouds you get. But at least we have some sunshine. It's cold sunshine. Temperatures well below average today, but we're going to start to warm up as we head through the overnight and into the day tomorrow. So looking forward to some warmer temperatures, because it's been chilly out here lately. Still 29 in Omaha, 36 in Lincoln is one of the warmer spots, 32 in Nebraska City, 34 Beatrice, 33 in Friend and Fairbury. So it's cool out there. At least the wind isn't an issue. It's out of the north and west around 5-10 miles per hour, and that's about it. So at least there's not much of a wind chill to deal with. There's the sunshine. Now there's the cloud cover from Omaha, Nebraska City, Schubert down to Sabathia, but more clouds just off to the west near Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney. Zooming out, sunshine, clouds, sunshine, just finally we got that cloud cover to break up enough. And that's going to continue for a while. Stormcast not much over the next 24 hours. Maybe a couple of clouds floating by as we head through the day on Tuesday. Maybe even a sprinkle or two. Some models trying to say between Sioux City and Omaha, maybe 1 or 2 raindrops, but that would be about it. And then everything clears on out as we head through Tuesday afternoon. Now we are going to see a little wind. We are going to see a mixture of clouds and sun, but it's going to be a warmer day. Now fast forwarding to after a very mild day on Wednesday. We're talking temperatures above average on Wednesday, but this is Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Notice the clouds have increased a little bit, and here comes our next weather maker. By Thursday morning, 6 a.m., rain for the eastern half of the state, a rain-snow mix for the western half of the state, and that snow tries to push to the east. Some models have that dipping down just a little bit further. So, you know, March, April, even into May, it can still snow. So this isn't unheard of. It's just, well, it's been chilly, that's all. The chance for snow is going to be out there as we head through the second half of the week. Some models have it further north, some have it further south. We'll keep an eye on this, plenty of time to figure it out. Until then, very mild couple of days headed our way. So tonight, temperatures dropping to around 20 degrees, a touch warmer to the west with middle 20s, a little cooler to the east, maybe some teens in parts of Iowa, but I think most of us right around 20 degrees. A few clouds on and off. That's chilly, just a little bit below average with a northeast wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Highs on Tuesday are going to be a little warmer. We haven't seen the 50s in a while. 53 in Lincoln, 50 in Nebraska City, upper 40s in Omaha, maybe the upper 50s, Kearney, Hastings, Grand Island, towards Hebron, around 57, 58 degrees. 53 for Lincoln, though, warming up, breezy. That's average, 53 degrees, dead on exactly where we're supposed to be this time of year. South wind 10, 20, perhaps gusting to 25 or 30 miles per hour. Then 64 on Wednesday, so we're on our way up, but Mother Nature says not so fast. we're going to drag you back down for a few days. So a cold front rolls through the second half of the day on Thursday. That high of 50 will be in the morning. Temperatures by the afternoon will be in the 30s. We'll drop back down into the teens, and then 30s for highs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we start to warm back up as we head towards the first day of spring, which is Monday, 44 degrees for the high there, which is a solid 10 degrees below average. We do get closer to normal as we head through the middle of next week. So up and down we go. March is notorious for this. Well, we'll be really warm, then really cold, then really warm, then really cold, snow, and then thunderstorms. It looks like March is normal.
Yeah. Pretty much. You know, I had a weird occurrence with daylight saving time over the weekend. You know, everyone complains they have to set their clocks. Well, I had to do it twice. I set them in the morning when we woke up, and then we randomly lost power for about 3 hours at my house. So we had to go back through and reset everything when we got it back about, I was making breakfast and just black.
Well, and we have a lot of clocks, you know, in the living room, dining room, all that kind of stuff. Plus the microwave, plus the stove.
And the cars.
And the cars, that's right.
The only thing that does it itself is my phone.
Right.
Yep. So it was a weird day for us. A split day on Wall Street today. The Dow falling 90 points. NASDAQ is up 50. S&P losing about 6. Here are your numbers. We'll be right back.
This week, growing legal problems
Finally tonight, students across the nation and here in Nebraska are making plans for spring break. And if you don't plan on going out of state, maybe consider this exciting new promotion by the Lincoln Children's Zoo. They say each day of spring break, which is March 13th through the 17th, one lucky family or group visiting the zoo will be chosen for a behind-the-scenes experience.
Those who are randomly selected for this promotion will get to see the Lincoln Zoo like never before, and each day will feature a different behind-the-scenes adventure. Again, simply visit the zoo for a chance to be chosen. Boy, that'd be fun. All right, let's get a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on with our weather forecast. Rusty?
Behind the scenes. Well, we got a computer over here, got a TV. You know, they sent me behind the scenes at the Lincoln Children's Zoo once. They put me in a cage with a bear. I don't know why they did that. That was a little scary.
Did the bear win?
Actually, I was on the other side of a fence. It was a really hot day, and I was feeding it frozen oranges. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
I bet he or she really loved that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But it's a little chilly out there, very unsummer-like for the next several days. We have cool sunshine right now in Aurora. We've got the flags kind of whipping around a little bit. Just a little bit ago, they were just hanging there, nothing. But then the wind kind of picked up over the last couple of minutes here. Plenty of sunshine, no snow on the ground. That may change as we head towards the second half of the week, but until then, we've got a very mild forecast. But today, on the chilly side, we've got temperatures in the 30s, 36 degrees in Lincoln, 34 in Beatrice, 32 in Columbus. Norfolk decided, nah, they don't want to report, just calm. That's all they are. Norfolk is calm. 30 degrees in York, 33 degrees in Aurora. Kind of want to go to Norfolk now. That sounds nice. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies right now on satellite and radar. A few more clouds to the east. There's a few clouds here and there in south central and western Nebraska, but no precipitation out there right now. 53 degrees Tuesday, mild and breezy. 53 is really where we're supposed to be this time of year. A mixture of clouds and sun, a little bit of a wind. That wind really picks up though on Wednesday. It's also going to warm us up, so you can expect a south wind around 15 to 30 miles per hour on Wednesday, but temperatures about 10 degrees above average, 64 degrees. Then back down to 50 on Thursday, and that'll be early in the day. Temperatures drop like a rock back into the 30s by Thursday afternoon with a rain-snow mix possible on Thursday.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us.
Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Less driving, more winning. Warhorse Casino Lincoln is now open.